live.
Woo!
Yay.
And hello to
Hello
another
there.
episode
Morning.
of Vape Rendezvous. And as you can see clearly now, we're missing one. Abhishek is doing some stuff at some work at his dad's house, so he wasn't able to attend. So you just have to do it with us too.
Just us today, but hey, it's all right. It's all right. So
Yeah, maybe he pops in later. Who knows?
maybe. So yeah, beautiful Sunday morning here in the U.S. Haven't been outside yet today. I know it's been a little bit chilly here recently. It's looking kind of gloomy today. I don't know if it's supposed to rain or not. So how things over there for you, Bick?
Well, we have a sunny sunshine day, but it's only 14 degrees Celsius. You can ask Alexa how much Fahrenheit that is.
Alexa, what's 14 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
14 degrees Celsius is 57.2 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, so you're about that's probably about what it is here. So
Oh,
pretty
okay.
similar. It seems a lot of the times that the temperature is pretty similar. So
Yeah, maybe we're like at the same height on the equator.
I think we are, aren't we? About the same uh, latitude. So
Latitude. Yeah, send me your location once. We'll check that out after the
yeah,
show.
I'll get out my globe. You know?
Okay. And do the spinny thing.
Yeah, we show our friends where our other friends live on the globe now. So
The hollow globe. I'm drinking some coffee too. Cheers, mate.
you know what? I made two today for the show. I've got my normal Rainforest Cafe mug, and then my mom found this. She broke this out and gave it to me. This is from my childhood. All right,
Oh.
Ghostbusters 2.
Who you gonna call?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think they were giving these away at a fast food place when this was from when that movie was new, from when I was a little kid. I think it was like Hardee's or something gave these away. So this is from like the late 80s, I think. So it's been around for a while. Almost as long as I have.
That's something of your youth. So, how was your week? You went out gambling, huh?
I did. I did. And I it's an interesting time. I've never been a gambler. It's not really my thing, but my good friend he really enjoys it. And they just opened a new really fancy casino in the city not too far from where I live. So yeah, we went there for the opening weekend, and I got $10 in credit free for visiting. So I spent that, and that was it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have a video out on that here pretty soon. I haven't released that quite yet, but there will be a video on my gambling experience. So
Endeavors.
yeah, my adventures.
Yeah, the honest review about the new casino. Maybe you can monetize that or not.
They have the smoking section in there was interesting because they have a big room that is all smoking and vaping. Um, and it's nice that they have a section for that, but it kind of sucks because you're in there with all the people that smoke cigarettes.
Yeah,
And it's like, man, a place this big, I'm starting to wonder if maybe we'll see at some point vaping sections because there's so many people that vape that would like me. I don't want to be soaking in cigarette smoke just to go grab a
even,
vape.
even when I was still smoking, I didn't like those smoking sections. I rather go outside to smoke in the fresh
Same way.
air than be in that crowded room because there are regulations in place for how much ventilation there should be, but it still didn't smell nicely. But now yeah. Now now I'm vaping a couple years, and it's really hard to even when somebody's smoking next to you. You're like, okay, where's the wind going? Okay, I'm going to that side.
Well, I think it's about that choice of when you want a hit of nicotine for you can take it, but you don't want to sit and not be able to escape it and just be breathing it constantly. Like people that smoke in their car with the windows up. Ah, I that just I would never be able to do that. So
Yeah,
I
I
can't even
remember.
vape I can't vape a disposable in my car with the windows up. You know?
No, I had like a coworker. I was working at another truck company, and then you would drive for two persons because we have to bring stuff upstairs when the people ordered. And then I was finishing up behind, and like, oh, go sit, do the navigation, call the next customer, and he would like close the doors and then start smoke a cigarette. And then when I step in, the whole cabin of the truck was like clouded.
Oh,
Like, man, the key is right there in the ignition. Just turn the key, open the window, and then start smoking. Is it so hard? And he would never listen to that. And it annoyed the hell out of me.
oh yeah, that I couldn't do it, man. One time when we were remodeling our kitchen, my wife ran to town with the guy who was remodeling it, and he was a heavy smoker, and she let him smoke in our car with the windows up, and that car stunk for a month, man. After that, so
What's this, Gotis? He wants to this. Let's discuss about plain packaging on vaping products. Gotis, touchstone singularity.
now
You want to
the
discuss
plain
plain
package.
packaging on?
Now that's something that I've just heard a little bit about. That I don't. That's not something that they've implemented here that I've seen. So Vic, you may know a little bit more about that than me.
Yeah, we don't have it here in the Netherlands, but it's the thing that they're considering in the UK, I think, the plain packaging. But
Okay.
yeah, but if you put like the bottle inside of a plain box and then only description of the flavor on there, the bottle can be colorful again, I guess. Then only the box needs to be plain, in my opinion. That should be the workaway around it. There,
Yeah, I
so
did. I did read about that to where they could make the product look the same. They just had to have the plain package. So,
yeah.
well, I mean, if that's the case, is that really fixing the problem that they're trying to? Is it?
Yeah.
Is it they think the kids seeing the fancy packaging on the vapes is making them want them, or the kids? It must be that. It must not be the kids seeing people actually use them I don't know.
I hardly ever see kids with an open system. They're all using disposable, so it wouldn't even matter, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna. I don't think that makes that much of a difference. It's just like with the cigarette warning labels. You know, they could make the entire package the warning label, and people would still buy them. I think actually it would attract people to them even more.
Yeah, we
So,
already have like the similar packaging here in the Netherlands for cigarettes, and then it's like all the packaging look the same, and then you got these horrible images, you know. Yeah,
oh, so you guys have the ones with the pictures on them?
yeah, we have that there. Like one time when I was still smoking, they handed me one with like, smoking can cause testicular cancer. Like, oh, don't give me a different one. I don't want this one.
Yeah, right.
Give me a different one.
Well, I think it was Dennis. Yeah, it was Dennis Leary, the comedian that made the joke. Said you can have cigarettes in a black package with a skull and crossbones on the front called tumors, and people be like, "I can't wait to get my hands on some of these things." So,
It doesn't really do. It only makes it harder for the person selling the cigarettes because I want this brand and that brand, and all the packaging look the same.
yeah, yeah,
Nobody's
that's true.
pushing their ass off, and the line is getting bigger and bigger behind you.
That would be good. Yeah, because the vape shops, the way here that they all work, everything's on a wall, and you just walk in there and you just kind of point at the one you want, and you're like, "No, not that one. No, to your right, two more up one. Yeah, that one." So those days are going to be gone.
If vape gets plain packaging because it's unhealthy for kids, should fast foods make their products plain packaging too? Plain packaging, yeah. Got a point there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And alcohol.
For every McDonald's Big Mac's got to have a picture of just like an obese child on it. You know?
Yeah, obese is and Ronald McDonald also has to be obese. The KFC would change that symbol in the fact chicken.
New FDA regulation. We got to pack on 100 pounds of Ronald McDonald.
All the fast food chains need plain building, just gray.
Yep. That girl on the Wendy's sign's going to be real big. You know, all of them. So.
Yeah, well, good valid point there, Gotus. Yeah, makes no difference. Most of my juices are DIY in plain bottles anyway. I just print the label with the label maker for flavors, etc. Yeah. Well, here, totally agree. All sugary products should have warnings for diabetic people with no limbs on the packaging.
Yeah, I know, right, Josh? It is. Yeah.
You watch this instruction video that you see somebody who wants to leave his house. They have to tear open the wall and then crane him outside.
Yeah. And then there's those shows on the TV that glorify that, like on the Learning Channel, like My 1,000-Pound Mom or something. And then, like, they're trying to turn these people into rock stars or something. And that's, it's like, wow, Mom, maybe if I pack on another 300, I can get on the TV.
Yeah. Oh, and then you want to cross a bridge with your mom, and it says like maximum payload for the bridge is 1,000 pounds. Mom, I don't think we can cross this bridge.
When people are going to start taking that into account when you go on a trip with them. Well.
Oh, shit. So, shall we dive into the news then, I guess? It's about time.
Yes, absolutely. Let's dive into the news.
And here is our anchor, man, live from the United States.
All right, live from the U.S. All right, here. So, for today's news, I wanted to touch on a story here about a product that is huge here in the U.S. Geek Bar. So Geek Bar, for anyone who's not familiar, is a disposable. It's extremely popular 15,000 puff disposable. So here is, and right now they are fighting counterfeiting. So I wanted to go into this a little bit. Here's their press release. Since the launch of the anti-counterfeiting campaign with the assistance of the Chinese department, several counterfeiters have been arrested, and tens of thousands of counterfeit Geek Bar products, packaging boxes, security codes, semi-finished products, and other accessories, which worth millions of, I believe that's yen, have been found. The company has now taken strong action against a number of counterfeit and sales targets, including factories, warehouses, logistics, and foreign trade companies. And then we do have some. We've got some photos here of some of the counterfeit, different examples here. Yeah, here we go of some of the counterfeit. You can see here they're showing you where the switch is a little different on the bottom, and you can see some of them have the printing like on the front of them. It's a little off. Just some examples of some different things, but it goes on to say the fight against counterfeiting is a top priority for Geek Bar, and we will not tolerate counterfeiters in the industry who harm the health of consumers and damage the reputation of reputable manufacturers. We hope that the entire industry will adopt a zero tolerance policy towards these counterfeit e cigarettes so that we can have a united front against these counterfeiters and drive them out of the industry, Gavin Zhang said. Gavin Zhang, the vice president of Geek Bar, pointed out that there are potentially dangerous counterfeit products in the U.S. marketplace, and the criminals behind these counterfeits don't care about product safety or the health of the consumer. They do everything they can to maximize their profits.
So the left ones are the real ones on the left side, or the right one?
Yeah, yes, the ones on the left side in all four images are the genuine, and then the ones on the right are the counterfeits. So it goes on to say Geek Bar owns the intellectual property rights for its self-developed products. The fight against counterfeiting and unauthorized counterfeit products is Geek Bar's ongoing commitment to quality and service. In Geek Bar's view, products similar to Geek Bar's design are regarded as patent infringement, and the direct use of the same or similar trademark with Geek Bar on e-cigarettes is an infringement of trademark rights. Geek Bar will make every effort to combat such illegal and criminal acts. So there we go, the release from Geek Bar.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know right now, because I've been visiting a lot of vape stores here just in the past few weeks. And what I always do is just ask whoever I speak to, what are you selling the most of right now? And just everybody tells me these Geek Bars are just all they're selling. And I get it because these things are cheap. I think these things are like $15 and they're 15,000 puffs. And they do last, so they're a good product. So I get it. So hope, and I haven't seen any counterfeits of these personally. But so apparently that is starting to be an issue. So
Yeah, but China counterfeits anything they want because the copyright protections are different over there.
right.
Yeah, they can just copy anything, actually, as long as they don't copy the name. But on these counterfeits, they actually copied the name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to when because I've worked in the music industry for years, and they'll do that with guitars. I worked at a music store for a long time, and Chinese companies will make copies of American guitars like Gibsons and Fenders, and they'll make fakes that they sell for like $300 that to somebody who doesn't know any better looks like a $4,000 or $5,000 guitar. But then what a lot of people do will buy those Chinese copies and then try to sell them to music stores. And that happened to us a few times. Somebody would bring in a fake. And then one time we almost didn't catch it and almost lost a bunch of money. So counterfeiting is certainly something that I think is a major problem anytime you see that. Not just in vapes or guitars or anytime there's being counterfeits made.
Yeah.
But so that's pretty much what I've got there on Geek Bar. Before we move on, Bick, do you got anything on that? Does anybody, any viewers, anybody have anything on Geek Bar or anything? Certainly let me know. You got anything, Bick?
No, I'm not a disposable user. Sorry.
You're not. Yeah, I know you're not. I know you're not a disposable guy. So. But,
We're trying to get you on the open system here.
You did, and I've still got it. I've still got it sitting It's over here somewhere. I need to get some more juice
I,
for it.
I had a couple disposables in the past. I had SKE Crystal Duos, and because they were 5%, and I wanted to try 5% nicotine and see what kind of nicotine buzz I get. But the look that my wife gives me when she sees them for the first time in the hand is not so pleasant, because she's kind of an environmental woman. She does dividing all the trash and stuff like that, and she loves
Oh,
to
okay.
reuse products. So she's really concerned about those things, which is not a bad thing, I guess.
Oh,
It's, no, I think you want to leave a good, clean place for your kids later. So yeah.
yeah. Being environmentally conscious is a great thing. Absolutely. Um,
Because
all
every
right. Well,
person leaves a footprint on our Earth, especially if you use a lot of disposables that don't recycle the batteries properly.
oh yeah, and yeah, littering is something that I haven't really seen that is littering with disposables, but I'm sure it's becoming a problem. I know. I used to love going to beaches, and man, seeing the cigarette butts on beaches always just pissed me off, man. So I can just imagine because I know how disrespectful a lot of people are with littering. So with dispose and cigarette butts, they're cotton, so they biodegrade. But vapes, so yeah, that's a problem. Um, okay, I want to go on to the next article here. Now, this is a little bit about the PMTA registry laws and some of the flavor bans that are going on here. All over the world. But this is one that actually was something that could have gone through in the United States and was recently killed. So, on April 3rd, Vermont Governor Phil Scott vetoed Bill S18, which would have banned the sale of all nicotine and tobacco products in flavors other than tobacco. The bill would have also prohibited online sales of vaping products, flavored or not. In a letter explaining his decision, Governor Scott said that protecting children must be balanced in such a way that we honor the rights and freedoms of adults to make decisions about their individual lives. He noted that a flavored vape and tobacco ban would be inconsistent with state laws allowing sales of flavored cannabis and alcohol products, and said that flavored products would be easily available to residents anyways. Scott, a Republican, had previously spoken about the lost tax revenue a flavor ban would cause. The law passed the Vermont House on March 15th and passed the state Senate on March 2023rd. The General Assembly will need two-thirds majorities in both houses to override Scott's veto, which means proponents of the bill will have to pick up additional votes. Leaders in the General Assembly aren't certain they'll attempt an override. A spokesperson for Senate President told Vermont Digger he hasn't made a decision yet. If the bill had been signed into law, the resulting law would ban all flavored consumer nicotine products, including flavored vapes, nicotine pouches, smokeless tobacco, and all forms of combustible tobacco, including menthol cigarettes. Unlike the PMTA registry bills threatening vape consumers in about 24 other states, the Vermont law would not exempt vape products authorized by the FDA. So that's interesting. This law would have actually even banned those as well. So this would have been a total ban if this would have gone through. So it goes on to finish up. Tobacco control groups were incensed by the veto. The Campaign for Tobacco Free Kids issued a statement that said Governor Phil Scott has protected the tobacco industry at the expense of Vermont's kids. The American Heart Association Vermont bizarrely claimed that inhalational nicotine products, not just cigarettes, are more addictive and cause more suffering, death, and cost to Vermonters than alcohol. 5 states have flavored vape bans in place currently: California, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New York, and Rhode Island. So, so there we go. Just and this is something that has happened on several other flavor bans in states in the United States. And I just wanted to touch on this because to touch on kind of how they're balancing, the way that they view harm versus harm reduction and whatnot. So
Oh, go this touchstone singularity as an interesting comment there. Do you think they will implement a license to vape card that requires vapers to pay in order to vape, since the government is losing their tobacco master settlement agreement money? Because that's a big thing in the States. They have that settlement there, and they will get money from all the profit that the tobacco industry is getting there, but they are losing ground or losing money, and that's why they are like putting flavor bans in place. They all say it's for the children, but it's all about the money eventually. Like even those tobacco-free kids organization, they have to do just a little bit to be relevant. But if they are too successful, well, they'll lose their money as well because they have nothing to do anymore, right? Like all these organizations that fight all the nicotine usage and stuff like that. Yeah, if they have nothing to fight anymore, yeah,
No,
they're
man,
not
those
used.
people will always find something to complain about. There'll always be a fight to be had. It doesn't matter. So that's an interesting idea, Gothis. I'd never even thought of anything like that. You have to have a vaping license that you pay for to that's an interesting concept. I just never really thought about that. So I guess I don't really have anything on that one.
It depends on how much that vaping license will cost, and if it is interesting though. But yeah,
So
that
it
would
would
be.
be like driving. Like if you get caught vaping without a license, you could get a ticket. So that's
That would be that would be weird. Everybody would just be vaping at home then, so they don't get caught. But maybe you need the license to be in order to purchase the vapes at
yeah.
the store, I guess.
Yeah, hide in your house to vape. It'll be like
Like smoking weed.
like you're smoking crack or something. You got to hide when you do it. You know, that's what we need. That'll make it all better.
It almost sounds like the prescription model you have in Australia, all right? Had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I haven't heard anything new on that one. Are there any new develops with that Aussie vape ban? Are they still fighting that, or is that something that's in full effect now? Do you
I
know?
only heard rumors that they want to reverse it or something. I'm not sure, but I don't have found any information on that.
You know, I wonder if they would, but that's me coming from the United States, where a lot of that stuff gets vetoed when it gets to the governor, or doesn't make it all the way through. A lot of it gets introduced and doesn't actually get passed. But that's just my experience here in the U.S. I have no idea how it is everywhere else.
We already in Netherlands. We already have a flavor ban. And I visited this week. I visited the vape shop, and now got these like drop shots or drip shots. These are like very concentrated flavor vials, and you can just add that to your base, and then you have flavor in in your nicotine base. So it's basically like DIYing.
Oh, okay. So it
That's their workaround around the flavor ban.
So it's kind of like what Swisher Sweets and Philly's Blunts did here in the U.S. with those flavored cigars. They're a big thing. They sell them in every gas station. What they've done in states, there are a few states that did pass flavor bans. And what those companies did is they just started flavoring the wrapper out of something else that wasn't tobacco. So then that gets them the flavored thing, kind of the same concept as what you're talking about. The tobacco isn't flavored, but the wrapper is, so they can still sell it. So
Yeah, and they also have these like little flavored click balls for cigarettes now. I saw they are selling that in the vape shop now, which is like cursing in the church for me.
what? A thing that goes on your cigarette that then makes the smoke
Yeah,
flavor?
yeah, you put it in the filter, or then you click it, and then you get flavor when you smoke the cigarette.
Just vape, folks. you know. Wow. Man.
Things they come up nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, and then there's these heat not burn cigarettes. Have you seen
Yeah,
these?
Icos, and you got another one. I saw a new brand, the Heat Not Burn. It's still 30% of the damage, but it's still harm reduction. I tried it once when somebody was carrying one, but yeah, I don't like the idea of it because you got these like little heats. It's basically like a cigarette, and you push that in the machine, and there's a glowing rod inside that will penetrate the cigarette, and then it will heat not burn. But then you really have like a smoking session. So when it starts glowing, you have to finish that little heat, as they call it, inside, and you have to finish it, and then you finish your cigarette basically. But that's still 30% of the damage. It's not vaping is less harmful still, but it's
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So you have to carry like it's like a kit that you have to carry around with you, and like
Yeah,
every
basically
time.
it's a box with a little stick in there where you can stick in the heat. So you also have the package. Yeah, vaping is more practical, trust me.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and there's no clouds.
Yeah, I don't really see that as something that's going to take off because, I mean, who's your customer for that? I mean, like, I would
Dark.
think that cigarette smokers wouldn't want it, and if you wanted to harm reduction, and you can get one of these, I just don't see anybody messing with those heat not burn devices. It just doesn't.
Yeah, there are countries where vaping is not allowed, but heat not burn is allowed. I think somewhere,
Oh,
some Asian countries, not sure which ones, but I heard
oh,
stories like that.
so is it something that just came to be because of that? Because I had never even heard of this before until the last couple of years.
Well, I've first time I heard, I think 3 or 4 years, but maybe it's there longer than I know. I'm not sure.
Huh.
But IQOS is from Philip Morris or Marlboro something. It's from a tobacco company, owned by a tobacco company, so it's their thing. Right?
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, okay, that makes more sense then. If it's something that they can sell in countries that where it can be used instead of smoking, that makes more sense. Because I just don't see a cigarette smoker thinking, "Man, wouldn't it be great if instead of just lighting this thing, if I had to just like stick this little rod in it and heat up this little thing on the end and spend 5 minutes messing with the thing? Wouldn't it be great if I could do that instead?"
Yeah, because
It's
first you need to start it, and then it'll take a minute because it needs to heat up. Then you put that thing in there, and it starts glowing and sucking away. Like it's basically takes as much time as a cigarette. Well, a vape, you just take a couple drags and you're finished, right? You got your nicotine. Let's continue what I was doing, you know.
You might as well go out and load up a bong or something if you're gonna mess with all that, man. You know, if, if I gotta get a kid out for something, you know, I want to feel it when I'm done.
so, so what's the next subject? You have one more, or was that it?
You know, that's really all I got right now. Is that pretty much? I just wanted to touch on those two things, but so yeah, that's what I got for the news.
Yeah, great. We're all caught up now.
You know, it's kind of one of those things. Since we've been doing this for a while, I know the first time when we jumped into the show, there's a lot of different things, and right now it's just kind of a continuation of different things that mostly just the different bands that we're kind of watching. You know, everybody's trying to kill our thing that we do. So you know,
Yeah, no, welcome to the life of harm reduction. Continuous fight, and it starts feeling repetitive a little bit.
but you know, it's just kind of one of those things, and also I think we have you know, different people join us every week, so you know.
Guten Tag, alte Mann.
Yes, hello. I'll tell Taman. All right.
The old man, it means in German.
Oh, okay. Okay. The old man. All right. Got it.
If you look at the picture, he looks well aged.
Yeah,
And he's smiling, so I'm getting a positive vibe of that
yep.
profile
You
picture.
you look like if that's you, you look like a pleasant guy.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah. Now let's go into the next section then.
Okay. Perfect.
Here we go. Where's the bumper? Oh, there. Oh, guess it's my turn first.
I had to grab mine.
Yeah, I'll go first then. I'm drinking some innocent smoothie, Blue Spark, relights your fire. Some apple, guava, lime, coconut with blue spirulina and vitamins. So it's very healthy.
Now,
So
spirulina, isn't that like an algae?
I have no clue. If it would be semen, I wouldn't even know.
Spirulina is an algae that they take and they press into sheets. It's what they make. But the sushi stuff that they wrap it in,
Yeah.
that green stuff, that's spirulina.
Oh man. At least it tastes better in this. I don't. So what I'm vaping on? Well, let's go. Let's dive down. First of all, I'm vaping on the Charon T50 from Smoend. A really nice device. And inside of that, I have, where's the juice? Here it is. Some custard monster, mixed berry. Also, vaping on this little new device that I opened today, the Smoend 11 PK, which is a new device from Smoend. And it's quite enjoyable. And inside that, I have this liquid, some blueberry, what does it say? Watermelon lemonade. Really nice.
Now, do you wear that thing around your neck with that lanyard?
Once. Sometimes. And I'm also vaping on the Lost Vape 40 watt Elite.
Oh.
Looks, yeah. I'm not using the RBA that I built, but I'm using the stock pots. And of course, for my MTL needs, I got my Cthulhu Crossman here. Oh, I need to zoom out a little bit since I'm going to the bigger devices now. With a nice battery wrap there.
Yeah, you and your battery wraps.
And inside of that, I have some Rebel Bogan Plum Job. So this is actually the only tobacco liquid I'm able to endure. And also, I'm vaping on my precious Stabwood SX Mini SL Pro with Doplet RDA on top. And inside of that, I'm tripping my Summer Soda Apple Raspberry Fizz. Very fruity and fizzy.
Now, that just looks and sounds like a great combination right there. Sharp little vape.
Yeah, it's really great. It's really tasted that it's like a natural apple in there. It's really nice. Also, I'm vaping on this one, my little regulated tube mod from Tesla 6, the Punk 2 with the Pofel RDTA on top. And inside of that, I'm vaping on some ODB juice. That's the brand where my wraps come from. And watermelon kiwi. Well, you can recognize the artwork there a little bit. It's like the same style, only this time not topless. I'm also vaping on Mike Vape's Blaze AIO with the Blaze pour operations in the inside, and that's inside of this. I also doing the Jam Monster liquid. Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got some couple more on my mechanical from QP Design Prey with the Juggernaut V2 on top. And inside of that, I have some Licious Strawberry Squirrel. Also, my little powerhouse, the Hammer of God, with the Valkyrie XL on top. And inside of that, I have a French juice. It's called Saiyan C4. It's Swoke is the brand, and this is the Saiyan line, and it's really nice.
So, do you have like a holster for that thing?
It's more like two strap-ons that I can strap it on like a backpack.
Oh, okay, there you go. Like one of those camelback things with the little tube that goes into your mouth. Perfect.
That would be nice. But also vaping on this mechanical one from Sébastien Laverne over in France. This is the Artem 21700 with the
love that.
RTA. Yeah, I love this thing. And inside of that, I have some Licious lemon tart, which is a really nice thing. I'm not so into these dessert flavors, but the Licious line I do really like.
I love how you pair these up. These pairings make sense to me.
Okay. Did I show this one already? The Tycoon. Also vaping on with Eclipse Dual Boro tank inside. I'm not sure what liquid in there, and because my wife was mixing liquids in there. If you look closely, you see like a multicolor liquid there. But it's vaping this at 59 watts because it has a dual coil on the inside. It's really cloudy and really good. Now I'm still testing this device out. Don't know what liquid is on there, but I like the looks of this device. I like this
Yeah,
brand.
I love the look too. Yeah, that's my colors right there.
So yeah, that's my little vape bar section. It's over to you, Eric.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, you talked about mixing flavors. That's something that I miss about using refillables. Getting to kind of blend the flavors, and starting off on one, and then when you go to a new liquid, kind of that transitional period where it still kind of tastes like the old one. So I do kind of miss that because you certainly don't get that with disposables. But all right, a couple of them that I've been vaping on. I'm vaping on celebrity vapes this week, it seems. First one, the one I've been using here today, this is the Chris Brown vape. Chris Brown is an R&B star. He's been around for a long time. And so he makes a vape now, and this one's a 15,000 puff disposable. I like it. What we
I'm
got here?
70-30 VG to answer the question.
Oh, okay. All right. But this is I've seen a couple vapes like this. These have wireless charging, so that's kind of a new thing they're doing on vapes. So I've got that one, the Chris Brown. There it is. It's got a picture of him on there, and then the lights up. So now this one. Another celebrity vape. This is the new one by Ronaldinho, the legendary soccer player. Bongolier had to tell me about this guy because I wasn't familiar with who he was. But yeah, this is his new vape. Also a 15,000 puff. Looks like a soccer ball. So
That's cool.
pretty cool.
It looks kind of flashy.
Yeah, it does. Both of them. Both of them have the same kind of really shiny material on it, kind of metallic. So they're kind of like the Bugatti vape that I reviewed a while back. They're kind of these luxury looking disposables, I suppose.
But flashing that name on that, does it increase the price of the vape as well?
I'm not sure how much these cost, so I don't know. I know the Bugatti vapes were initially a little bit more expensive, but now everybody's clearing those out because those didn't sell that much. But as far as like the other celebrity vapes, those generally run about the same, actually a little bit more. Like Snoop's vape is a few bucks extra, Tyson's vape. So yeah, usually the ones with celebrity name on are a little more expensive when I think of it. Because Ronaldinho's got to get his.
And when you suck on it, does it feel like you're walking on the red carpet, or?
No, this one makes me feel like I'm walking on AstroTurf. But let me see if this one for red carpet. Maybe a little bit. Maybe just a little bit.
You also got the Mike Tyson ones?
What's that?
The Mike Tyson vapes?
I have. In fact, yeah. I got it all back here, man. I got like my own little shop going on. Yeah, this was the first Tyson. Although he has a new one that I just saw yesterday at the vape shop that I think is either 12,000 puffs or 15,000. So, but these things, they're like Tyson, man. They're built like a tank. You can throw this thing like across the room, like try to smash it, and you won't break it. It wasn't really that good of a vape, though.
It will bounce back on you. Will give you that left hook, that dangerous left hook.
But yeah, so that's pretty much what I've been vaping on the nicotine side of things. THC side, I'm still vaping on this Trinity Spinny. This thing just doesn't die, man. I've been vaping on this thing for probably.
I can't really see. Is it still completely full, or there's a little bit in there?
Well, you see, I had it laying down on its side, so now it's all because it's that real thick. There we can kind of see a little
Oh yeah,
bit better.
now you see. Oh, so like it's half full. It's half full. Yeah.
It's about half full. And yeah, so I've been vaping on
Good,
this
man.
guy for, oh man, at least 2 weeks. And it's still half full. Now, here's the problem with these. And you guys that use the THC vapes, I'd love to hear from any of you guys that have experienced the same thing. When I am on one vape and just sticking to one blend, I get really used to it really fast and I grow a tolerance to it really quickly, which is what's happening with this one. Now I really, really got a honk on it for it to do much for me. But what I've noticed is when I switch blends, it tends to kind of reset that a little bit. Not completely, but at least to a certain degree. So yeah, I wonder if any of you other guys have ran into that. If you need to switch, I noticed that with these now that have so much juice, because with the old ones that were like 1 gram, you're buying a different one all the time. But with these, you get stuck on one for ages. So I guess a little bit of a kind of a con to the high capacity. Um, Now let's see if there's anything I got to cover up on
See what
this
guy
one.
wants one.
Sorry, man. Yeah. Okay, and all right. So here's what I'm going to be drinking on today. I'm going to open this one up here. So this one's coming from Snapdragon Cannabis Company. Yes, it's their Doobie Blast. I always have a hard time because the camera is reversed for me. It's
Yeah, I
their
read Doobie instead of Doobie first.
Ah-ha. So this one's 30 milligrams THC, 140 calories. Sorry, I got to cover up the thing on there, so it's hard for me to hold this up. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to crack this one out here. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, it's blue.
Yeah, that looks very chemical.
Okay. So what was the flavor on this? It just says Doobie Blast. So I guess that is the flavor. I don't even know what that's gonna. It kind of looks like that special Mountain Dew they sell at Taco Bell here. That Baja Blast. It's about that color.
And does it taste the same? How does it taste?
No, it doesn't taste like that, but I want it to taste like that in my head. It's got kind of like a blue raz taste to it.
Okay.
Yeah. And a little bit of that bitter Delta 8 taste, but yeah, it's not bad. Actually, yeah, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, it does. It's not real bitter like a lot of them are. So yeah, I could get into that. I'll enjoy that here this morning. So yeah, so that's from there we go, Snapdragon. Here's another look at Snapdragon Cannabis Company. So yeah, good stuff. I everything I've got from them, everything I've tried from that company it's all been great stuff. So they actually sent me out some hemp seeds. I found out that I can't plant because I have to have a license that costs $750, and I'm not going to buy that. So I'm not going to be growing the seeds, but still, you know. So that's pretty much what I got for
Oh,
my
you
section of
you
the.
can just plant them in the turkey den, and if the cops raid your house, you're like, yeah, it's the turkey who's growing those seeds. It's not me.
Yeah,
Take the turkey to jail.
yeah. Turkey must have ate some of my turkey. Found my stash, and next thing you know, got seeds growing in the turkey.
Yeah, he shit them out, and now there's plants growing all there. And he's very
Yeah.
defensive on it.
Yeah. For you guys that don't know, I live on a farm, and I've got pet turkeys. So they're my
Ozzy
buddies.
and Sharon, right? Yeah,
Ozzy and Sharon.
yeah.
Yep.
Gota says oats flavored liquid goes well with a pint of Guinness. Okay.
Ooh.
Never
I can
had
see
an
that.
oats flavored vape before, but I can imagine.
Oats flavored vape. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to envision that in my
Jake
head.
Paul only fights old people. If Mike Tyson does lose, it will be super weird. So, such a great fighter being knocked out by some kid.
60 watt. I totally agree, and that's why I don't think they'll let that happen. I don't think. Okay, if it's a real fight, that's one thing. I don't think it is. I think it's already decided, and I don't think they'll let him beat Tyson just because they ain't gonna let that kid go in there and beat down that legend. Just, I don't know. I hope they don't let that happen.
Otherwise, they're like building a new legend. Maybe.
Jake Paul, the new legend.
I'm not that big into sports, though. I have no clue.
Well, from what I've heard, is he's not even a real boxer. Like he only does like exhibitions and stuff. Like he's not in like the actual like circuit. So, and I guess this is an exhibition match. So, and I don't know a whole lot about it either. I just kind of feel like they won't let him beat Tyson.
I'm not sure if we have oats flavored liquid over there. Now, in the Netherlands, we have basically no more flavors now. But yeah, but I don't think really oats really attracts me because I'm like a fruity, candy-ish flavored guy, and when it comes to flavors. So
I'm the same way. If we did have it, I wouldn't really know because I've never looked for it. I've never in disposables. I've never seen anything with an oats flavor. But you guys see a lot more of the I don't know, more adult flavors in liquids, like a lot of the tobacco and like coffee and that kind of flavors. I think you see those more in liquids, and while disposables are all like, sugar explosion blast forever, So
now Eddie Wanzi is quoting face meat. Try oatmeal, lol.
so does it taste like Cheerios or something? Like,
Yeah. We hit on that. You got those drop shots now that you can put in the base. That's what they are selling now. So there's only DIY is still allowed in the Netherlands. So you.
okay. So you
Yeah,
said you
I said. By the way, new bits. I saw that. I watched the vlog of the Paris Expo. So yeah, if I can find those liquids, I'm sure I want to try them. Sounds interesting. Those beer flavored vapes. There were like 3 flavors, and there was one. I'm really simulating the IPA taste. So yeah, if I find them, because I get my liquids from France, but I haven't seen them yet.
huh.
No.
I would love to try that. I don't think I'm going to buy a bottle of it. I'd probably like it, and then I'd start drinking beer and gain all my weight back again. So maybe I
Yeah, I'm
should
getting
stay
a
away from
belly.
those.
Somebody got grossed out here. You didn't see that vlog of Bogan that he was in Paris in the Expo 60?
I kind of agree with 60. I think it sounds kind of gross. Hell no. I try it though. I'll try anything once.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, so you got any plans lined up for the week, Vic? You doing any spring cleaning or yeah, you got anything like that going on?
I'm looking at the left now. I could do some cleaning in the studio. I cleaned out my vapes here in the back. Put that chair away. If I got some vapes there, and there were some tanks leaking juice because they were still filled. So I cleaned that all out and checked which vapes would have batteries in there. Took them out, charged it, and now I got a shitload of batteries now. So that makes me happy.
Uh,
But now I want to do that side because, like, yeah, you don't see that, but it's like really, it's quite full here. Wait, I can
so
make a picture and then show you guys.
so is your studio in your house kind of just set up like my stuff is here? You just have chargers all over the place, and your life just
I,
revolves
I got
around charging batteries.
I got two store charging stations there, and then at the window there, I have another 4 dock charging station. But it's really messy. Wait, I'm gonna show you guys. Let's move that out of the way. It's a mess over there.
Oh, ain't too bad, man.
It ain't too bad. It is bad. Wait, let's put that bigger screen there. It's pretty bad. Boxes, liquids, batteries. I'm a hoarder.
I just throw all my stuff in a drawer. But,
Hey, Simon, join us. Big Daddy Simon.
yeah, well, hello, Simon. Yeah, caught some of your show yesterday. That's always a good time, man. Always good to check you guys out.
Buy some bits of action. Yeah, Action is a big store in the Netherlands and big part of Europe where you can buy really cheap stuff, storage bins, cleaning articles, candy, soda drinks, ornaments for in your house, car stuff, bicycle stuff, garden stuff, barbecue stuff, and all at the lowest prices possible.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
called Action.
Yeah, it's called Action. Yeah, it's a big company here.
Huh,
People from the
okay.
Netherlands know it. Don't know if they have it. I don't think they have it in the UK, but I think it stretches out to Belgium and maybe our side of Europe.
Okay. There's a few different stores that are like that here in the U.S. There's one called Big Lots that's kind of like that. That's just like a big kind of blowout store. There's another one called Ollie's that's kind of the same
Hey,
thing.
look who we have in the chat. Bang,
Hey, it's Bong.
Bang, bro. Are you finished? Are you popping in?
He's popping into his own show, but not popping into his own show.
Yeah,
I see how it is,
he's
Bongolier.
watching his own show. It's even airing on his channel right now, and he's not in it. Yeah, Bang! If you get any money from this show, you have to forward it to us. No joke.
But yeah. So yeah, if anybody does know of any shops that ship to India, yeah, certainly let Bongolier know, because that's he needs to be able to get his stuff. So, but
Want me to time out Bang there, Vic? No need. He's not being rude. Hello, oh sorry I missed it. Great show. No, you can still pop in, Bang. I can just add you to the scene. You're popping in, Banglayer? I like the colors that you set up behind you, Eric. That green and blue. It's a nice background like that.
I try to switch it up as much as
you
I
have to
can.
kind of see different colors. It's nice.
Well, I've kind of matched yours today.
Yeah, it's nice.
That I've gone with. So
Now you're missing out on some red, though.
Alexa, turn fan light to red.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, because now it's matched out.
So
It's like big scholars reversed.
yeah. Yeah, I still need to get me a cover for that TV, because it's got so much glare and it drives me nuts.
Aw, poor
To
you.
get a glare cover for it, because they make what it is the covers that they make for TVs, to where you put one like on where people will like mount one on the outside of their RV,
Mm-hmm.
and then where they've got like the canopy, and it's like the covers that they put on those TVs, so it keeps the sunlight from glaring on it. because essentially that's what I've got going on. You guys are just seeing the sunlight from my windows on the opposite side of my room. So, and of course I can black out my windows, but then I can't see anything in my house. So it's
They
easier
always have-
to, I think, easier to just put a glare cover on my screen.
Yeah, I'm wondering how that will look when you get that.
I got my new glasses, and these are the glare-free glasses, and it's so much better. There's still a little bit of it in there, but oh man, my old ones were terrible. So,
And that's why I'm
still,
using these soft boxes, and only if I really look directly into them, like now, you'll see the glare on my glasses. And these aren't even glare-free glasses, but it works better because before, when I just started the channel, I had these little ring lights, like the little cheap ones, and you won't always see like two circles in those glasses, you know.
yeah, don't you just love that? The YouTuber with the two little from the damn ring lights. Oh man, I'm glad you got away from those, man, because I hate those friggin' things.
Yeah, it was annoying me every time I watched back my videos. Oh, fuck, I need to switch that up. Oh yeah, that's 200 euros well spent, I guess, or a
Yeah,
little bit more. I'm not sure.
I started off with soft boxes. Fortunately, I had a friend who'd been in the filming business for a long time and kind of steered me in the right direction as far as the lighting goes, as far as that. But my problem is not enough space. Because really, to get like proper lighting, like if you like look at like a TV studio, like a news studio, they've got like 30 feet on all sides of their desks so they can get their lights real far away from them. And we just as YouTubers, most of us don't have that
Kind of
that
space.
option. Yeah. And that's why I have my space where it is. And not in one room is so I can get because my lights, my soft boxes are in opposite rooms. One's I'm in a center room. My living room is on my left, and my kitchen's on my right. So I've got a softbox in each one of those rooms pointing at me. so my lights are like 30 feet away from each other. So there's like no way I can fit this into a tiny little room.
Okay. Can I get some opinions on Dinner Lady juice? I'm thinking of giving them a try. Well, they had the one hit wonder, that's the lemon tart from Dinner Lady, what really everybody likes. But what I hear is the other flavors are not so great. Yeah, you can always try a little 10 ml bottle. Doesn't really hurt you, right?
Yeah.
And most of the Dinner Ladies are like dessert flavors, right? So.
I don't know if they even have that here. I've never looked. I've never seen it, so I don't think they do. And I was looking around a couple shops yesterday, and that was not one. I see a lot of the flavors I see you guys talk about. The Vape Tasia, the custard. That's a big thing here. Those custard monster. That's big. And that Heisenberg. I saw that one yesterday. That's big over here too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's
So,
like a mainstream flavor, Heisenberg, Pinkman, stuff like that. Yeah.
although
Even
BLVK is not that big at the shops that I've been to, I don't see a whole lot of BLVK. Because I think you guys had to tell me about that one when they reached out to me because I just wasn't familiar with it. But but yep, I've never seen Dinner Lady.
Vape Tasia is good, Josh says. Here comes apparently it was a nice IPA flavored Paris Expo. I forgot the name. Chick Bogan's Paris Expo vid. Yeah, we just talked about that a couple minutes ago.
Yeah, that's the beer flavored vape was the IPA one.
Big guy. Yeah,
Hey,
I have no
Simon.
comments yet in my night bot though. Sorry, Savage. Need to set those up though.
Heaven's back.
Yeah. Oh no! You seriously need to call an ambulance for someone out your flat back. His name is Pete. I just step over the dude if he's lying somewhere on the floor. It's like and he's like
So it's
always
like it is
thinking,
here.
huh?
So it's like it is here. It's welcome.
we used to have like 2 dogs, and he was like lying in the hallway where the elevator was. And they're like, oh hey, it's Pete. He's lying on the floor. And then I released the dogs. They like licking him, and he was like, oh, he's still alive. Okay.
Okay.
He had a problem with his heart. Yeah, well, if you drink every day, you're bound to get problems. But that's
Yeah.
awful. Yeah, I hope he recovers soon, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's my apartment building alcoholic, Pete.
Oh, really?
Where
Pete.
did you find him, Heaven? Was he in your flat? Outside?
So everybody knows Pete. Is this like a common occurrence with Pete?
Yeah, well, yeah, he falls asleep on the street sometimes or somewhere in the flat building when he's outside.
Oh.
Yeah, he's pretty old dude.
So
But yeah,
he's that guy.
we have like the downstairs. We have a collection of volunteer work, and we help other people. We tried to help him and get rehabilitated and get him off the alcohol and get help, but it all didn't work, and he's just start drinking again. Yeah.
Well, you know, need to get Pete on the Delta 8.
Get Pete on the Delta 8. He will fall asleep at home.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll still fall asleep all the time, but might not be as bad for his health.
I hope Pete is well. I opened the door for him, he was grabbing his chest and couldn't breathe. That sounds really severe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you should seek out more help. We tried to help him, but it all failed. So yeah,
Hmm.
maybe this event will shake him up a little bit and get his life back together.
I hope so, man.
Yeah.
It took that's what it took for me. I used to drink a lot, and it took a major health scare for me to quit. But I did. I don't drink at all anymore. So
Let's start a poll, shall we? Creamy or fruity? Which one vapors prefer more? We can do that. I'll set up a poll. Why not?
what were our options again?
Creamy or fruity? Oh wait, let's go to my channel. Now you keep them
Creamy
as
or
yeah,
fruity?
I'll set it up. I'll add
Hmm.
candy as well to it. Start a poll. Ask a question,
Now,
optional.
choosing one of those, that's going to be the hard thing. Because I would want to pick all three. Choosing one, that's going to be where it gets interesting. You can only pick one.
Fruity. Candy. What else kind of flavor? uh,
So we got fruity, but candy and fruity is kind of the same, though, isn't it?
not really.
Or like minty.
You got like the natural fruity stuff, but you also got like the candy fruity stuff, right? So that's the difference there. It's really sweetened.
Yeah. See, I'm always going for mentholy. That's my big thing.
I always go for
I see.
I see, he says. I started the poll though. There we go.
Yep. This is good. I'm digging on this. I like blue stuff.
I like blue stuff.
I do. I know blue raz isn't a real flavor. Bungalier's always reminded me of that. There is no blue raspberry.
It's not blue raspberry.
It's an invented flavor, but I like it.
There we go. Now we got 80 people that can vote. So we already got like 7 votes in.
Well, we got 80 people in here.
18 according to StreamYards.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
19 according to YouTube. We only got 9 votes so far. Maybe not everybody can see the votes. It depends on what kind of device you're on.
Ooh.
But
Oh,
Creamy is
the,
taking the lead. 30% tobacco.
the sun just came out here, Bick. I just saw it, which is
Yeah,
great because I've got.
we're getting more glare on the telly. There we go.
Yep, yeah, you guys can see it. Ah! You know, yeah, it's my time of year right now
Hey, Joe.
because
Okay.
oh, hello, Joe. Um, yeah, this time of year it's always really exciting here because this is when the fishing's really good. This is when the mushrooms are growing. We found some of those. I really enjoy landscaping and gardening, and that's what everybody's doing this time of year. Uh, used to my favorite time of year was in the fall, and it still might be, but nowadays I'd
Mhm.
say I enjoy spring more than anything else. And also, fall to me is always kind of bittersweet because you know what's coming after that. But spring's great because afterwards you got the whole summer, and it's just so.
Okay, let's gift away some memberships for my channel. I'm gifting 5 now.
Ah,
They'll be randomized though. There we go.
giving away memberships. Okay, nice.
I don't know who gets them though. Apex Predator got one. Dead Space Main got a membership now.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, I am loving these THC drinks. I
61
really.
guys got a membership now. Wow. Oh, and Neil Pitts got a membership now.
Oh, okay, awesome. Well, congrats.
Congrats, everybody.
Congrats. Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't see more people popping in.
Okay.
Dessert's all the way for me, so it's creamy, right? Dessert's. Yeah, I should have put dessert in there. Sylvia Daniel came in. I got one.
Hello, Silvio.
There we
So,
go. I guess we got
I
11. So we end the poll then. So creamy takes first place. Then it's tobacco and candy and fruity at the same spot, 9%.
oh, Creamy
Wow.
takes first place.
Yeah.
Okay. I would agree personally. I'll jump on the Creamy bandwagon.
No, I like the strawberry swirl from Licious. So yeah, I don't dislike creamy, but if it's too much creamy, I don't. Yeah, it's not my thing. Creamy what?
You know, you don't get a whole lot of the creamy flavors. Or at least I haven't in disposables. But then again, I don't really go for that. Although if I would see one labeled cream, I would get it. I've had a few before and I really liked them. Had a strawberry cream one time that was excellent.
Creamy pie? Are you talking about pussy, 60-watt guy? Yeah, cheesecake is creamy too.
Oh,
It's like the
this
dessert
show
flavor,
has
basically creamy, right?
Bick dropped the P word. The show is taking a turn.
I was talking about the animal.
Yeah. Speaking of animals, my chickens are getting bigger day by day. My family, we bought 14 baby chickens probably a month ago, and so they're getting bigger now. I go visit them about every other day or so. So I'm gonna have more. My two turkeys, Ozzy and Sharon, are gonna have some friends. Uh, and I'll have my own fresh eggs, which will be nice. My wife and I had chickens back in the day, so looking forward to having those again.
What are you doing down there? You're not looking in the camera.
I'm sorry.
Next week, I'm gonna apply for going to City Hall. I'm gonna get my driver's license, so I'm gonna order it. It's gonna probably by Thursday. I'm gonna have it back, so I'll be driving the truck again. We're having those famous truck conversations that we always have.
I had been wondering what was going on with that. So how long has it been now?
I think I'm home for a month now.
Oh wow.
But the governing organization from the government, the CBR, say that I'm fit to drive for 3 years now. So it's good.
Good.
So
Yeah.
don't do drugs and drive. You'll be sorry for a great part of your life.
Yeah, man. That's crazy that you're still having to deal with all of that. I think here usually, I don't know, things don't seem to get drawn out that much. But I don't know. I've never been a professional driver. I don't really. I know the restrictions and the regulations for that's extremely strict here as well. So.
Yeah, I can't imagine working like in a store or like a logistics center or something. All the time, people watching you, what you're doing and stuff like that. I like the freedom, you know. I say hello to my boss or my planner. Yeah, where's my list? Oh, this is what I'm gonna do today. Okay, thank you. Step in the truck, put all my 5 vapes in there, my liquids, my food, my drinks, and then just take off. Do and work my list, you know, and finish driving, and then for 12 hours later, I'm finished. I can work like days from 12 to 14 hours, but it only feels like 8 hours because you're always on the road. You're meeting customers, saying hi, bye, you know, dropping the stuff off, and time really flies by, and it's really easy way to make money for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I go into city centers where are really narrow streets for a truck, but I like the challenge of navigating through them. So, yeah, I'm really
Okay.
loving that job. So, even if YouTube really took off for me, I would still like work at least minimum of 3 days. You know, just to
Okay.
have it's like entertainment as well. You know, for me
Right.
doing that. So.
Sure. I there for almost a year. I was working for Harley Davidson, and I hadn't been working anywhere before that, and and yeah, I feel like now, like I may start working in a place maybe just a few days a week or something like that, just to keep me busy because I've got a lot of other things I do that keep me busy as well. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean. But you've had a lot of time and you've done a lot with your channel in these weeks. You're blowing
I
up.
did, I did less as that I wanted to because 1 week I was a little bit ill, so I was like out for cold half a week, and you know how it is when you start recording a video, you have to plan for the day, and then you set everything up, and like I'm not really feeling it, you know. You know exactly what I mean. Then you're like, nah, I'm not gonna record today. I don't feel it. You need to bring your energy and your motivation and your spark with you, your mojo, you know.
Uh-huh.
And I
I've had
postponed it one
some.
day. Yeah, so I did
I've had
less than
some of them that
uh,
I got to the editing stage, got all the way down and got to edit, and I'm like, man, I can't release this. I just wasn't into it. This is bad. And just scrapped the whole thing and just redid
I,
it.
I had a couple of videos that I also after recording like. Uh, but yeah, well, I recorded it, start editing it, and it still worked out okay, I guess.
Well,
But
you've got like 9
sometimes
edits.
I forgot to mention stuff about the product. Like, shit, and then just put text in the edit, you know.
Yeah, you find when you realize you put like 9 edits in a 30-second segment, you're like, you know what? Maybe I should just reshoot.
Disposable dad is here. Hi, disposable dad.
Disposable, everybody. Good to see you.
He's on your channel, I guess.
Okay, awesome.
I think
Well,
so
good.
because it gives me a little mark here in StreamYard that he is on a different channel, but it doesn't tell me which channel it is though, because you both have this little same marker on Banglair's channel and yours. So it would be nice if there would be a distinguishing thing there. Well, I guess I'm going to give some feedback to StreamYard soon about that. 60 Shades of Massage. There you go. I started the 60 Shades thing. Somebody asked Sylvia Daniel, Big, how you find until now the E Plus for the Telema 40? I tried the coil, lowering the coil, but then it's really blocking the airflow. So maybe I'm gonna put it like 3.5 meter legs. Still need to fiddle around with that, Sylvia. But eventually in the review, I'll get it right before the review. But yeah, it's never gonna be the mesh factory pod coil, I guess. So, yeah, he's talking about something that I did in my Vape Ground show that you missed, Eric, because you were sleeping, I think.
Oh, that was the one that was just a few hours ago?
No, it was for the previous weekend. So, and Jim Mills joined us. Afternoon, all.
Hello, Jim. Jim Mills. Now that's one that I don't have a problem pronouncing. Jim Mills, I got.
I always try my best to pronounce things, but I'm not sure if I get everything right. But
yeah,
challenge.
Some of them I'm afraid to. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna say their name wrong.
Oh, what's this? I don't know what Touch Cream Green has. I missed a comment somewhere.
You see, guys, I got the easy job on these live shows. I just get to sit here and talk. Bic's got to run the switchboard and do everything here, so he's doing two jobs.
Yeah.
He's the talent and the producer all in one.
You're giving me too much credit.
Talent, producer, camera operator, gaffer. You know, everything.
We all do it together. Yeah. Even Begler did his part. He made the awesome thumbnail here. Here you go. Isn't that awesome? Yeah.
Yeah, he does great graphics work. That's something I wish I could do, man.
I like this one really. Looks like a
cool.
or something. Like, welcome in the shed, you know.
It doesn't look as good when you do it. It looks better when you've got one of your devices than when you do that with the disposable. It just doesn't have the doesn't have the impact. Yeah, there you go. That's more like it.
And when you're really angry, you take out this one.
Yeah, that looks like a tool that could get the job done right there.
Or this one.
Yeah. See, that thing you're going to war. This thing you're going to the mall. You know,
a mall shootout.
Yeah. Bing, bing.
Anything you guys in chat want to talk about? Give us a subject. Feed us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and thank you everybody for joining us. Also, you know, it's great to have people in here and get some interaction with everybody because we love getting to hear from you guys.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And that's the nice thing about going live. You can reach out to the community, interact. The engagement doesn't get any better as going live, I guess.
Yeah. And when we first started doing this, I didn't know if I was going to enjoy doing lives. I thought I would be a little bit. I was apprehensive about it. Which I don't really understand because I was originally in radio, and but anyways, I love doing them. It was just something that just took a few times. Now it's like, hey, Vic, let's do a live.
He told you it was every week. I don't know. I thought it was once a month. Now it's every week, and you're like, you're even putting your alarm clock for it now.
Yeah, you guys woke me up that second show because I thought that I had another full week. You're like, Eric, the show's in 15 minutes. Where are you? Do you have the news written? I'm like, what? This week?
I need to get my hair done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I just woke up and it was just a mess. Oh, I got to go do the show.
Yeah, you need sometimes more time than Sabina does.
It takes a little, takes a little time, so... I had let it get real bad there over the winter. I couldn't get in to see the girl that was going to do my hair for like a month, so I just let it go and I let my beard go. If you guys look at some of my videos from like a month ago, I'm looking like a homeless person.
They
All right.
said disposable are banning, but I can see them everywhere. And 60-month guy, disposables aren't banned in the Netherlands yet, right? Not that I know of, but the flavors are banned. But you see everywhere you see kids with the big disposables that are not even for sale in the stores. They all have those little big cups with like 9, 5, 6, 16K puffs in there, 5% nicotine. So they can ban everything they want if the people are getting it from the illicit markets. You can ban everything you want. The illicit market will only grow bigger because people who are getting their stuff legit will go to the illicit markets.
Now, how does that work? Because that's something that I've not seen anything. I've seen one counterfeit vape in my life that I know of. I just don't see them here. Where are people getting these? Are they just selling them in shops? Or are these like is it like when you used to buy like weed off a guy? You gotta meet a guy in an alleyway for vapes or I mean
Yeah,
how
so kind of
does
like that. There are
is it it's really like that?
in the
Like
Netherlands, there are kids importing that shit to whatever connection they have, or maybe through Instagram, because I got offers from Instagram as well, and they just buy a shitload of them and then sell them at school. That's how the kids get them. They're not buying it in the shops because I've been in shops and I've seen kids walk in and the shop owner just turns them down and send them out of the shop
yeah.
if they can't ID themselves.
Hmm. I just I don't know. But I have heard that here in the United States, a lot of those bans are being ignored as well. That still you can buy them in stores just like you used to, and like nobody pays attention to the ban. I guess that's going on in New York.
Oh, there are probably lots of stores also selling underneath the counter, for sure.
Uh,
Hey, hey, you got that nice flavored vape? Oh yeah, wait, I'll grab it. Here you
it's
go.
like yeah, we're having to hide and sell under the counter harm reduction devices. That's what we've come to. You know, wow, you can sell the stuff that kills you just right and left, and nobody cares. Stone Shop's fines not heavy enough to deter selling. Okay. Yes, that doesn't surprise me. Um, there were bars here that were doing that when they started doing the cigarette bans. Bars would still let people smoke and then pay the fines because they made so much more money being able to be the only place that you could smoke in. So, see that?
The goal is, I don't understand why people are buying counterfeits. Vapes are already so cheap. Why risk it? Well, it's probably maybe they're not even aware of that they are buying counterfeits, and it's the store owner that thinks, "Hey, I can get the same vape cheaper. It looks the same, and I can sell them for the same price as the
Mhm.
original ones, and make one more buck out of it per sale." You
Yeah,
never know how they get those counterfeits. And there are a lot of
I
people
agree.
are vaping these disposables and are ignorant about what the real thing looks like if they only buy it at one spot and they are selling the counterfeit. So
Yeah, I don't think it's that. I think that's exactly it. I don't think it's that the counterfeit vapes are cheaper. I think it's shop owners and companies selling them as legit. So the customers aren't supposed to know it's counterfeit. The store
yeah,
owners probably do because they know that they're only putting $1 or two into it, while for a real one they might have to put $10 into.
yeah.
So yeah, so they're making a killing off selling the counterfeit ones, and then people don't even know they're vaping on a counterfeit vape.
Mhm.
So, so it becomes a problem for the consumer, certainly as well. And then you have no idea what you're getting. So
At least with those, you got those mechanical vapes, and they also sell clones. But at the places they sell those clones, it actually most of the time state it is a clone, or one clone. So actually you're buying less to get a clone, but then at least you're buying a clone. Don't say it's Israel right to buy a mechanical clone. But some of these clones even repair the issues that were with the originals. So, yeah.
oh, okay. So it's something to where it's like very similar to the other device, but not exactly the same thing.
Yeah, it's
Like,
well, yeah.
okay, so it's like all these different gun companies that make
and some of
1911s.
them are shit. Yeah, it's just
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar. So.
Ah, 60-watt guy wants to know how 60-watt guy how Heaven and Hope looks. And now she's telling him to watch Savage Simon stream. Big had a chocolate rubbery thing and was being savage.
Okay, so I have to ask now because she said you had a chocolate rubbery thing.
No, not gonna. You have to watch Savage Simon's stream to find out.
Oh, okay. You're not going to spoil the surprise.
Yeah, I'm happy if Simon gets more views as well. So promoting him is in the process, because that's how the community works. You have to promote. Yeah, we all promote one another and we support each
Absolutely.
other. Yeah, because
Absolutely.
we're not competitors in the vape scene. We are like actually supporting one another because we all do this for harm reduction. You also come with alternatives to THC. You yourself use it as an alternative to beer. It's totally a different feeling, though. Yeah, it still is harm addiction.
It is a different feeling. And they're actually trying to pitch THC as a tobacco alternative here in the United States, which I don't know how that's going to go over because.
Well, if you smoke weed, it is still combustion, so you still getting these carcinogenics in your system, right? Because in combustion, there's a chemical process releasing thousands of chemicals. It doesn't even matter if it's tobacco or weed; you're still burning the stuff, unless you're vaporizing it.
I want to try some of those new those weed pouches that they're trying to say replace your tobacco, your nicotine, your skull pouch or whatever
Or
with
the
these ones that
nicotine
have weed
pouches,
in them. Yeah,
but
the
then with
nicotine
weed.
ones. Replace it with a weed one. Like, people ain't gonna like that. That's for a totally different thing, man. Like I can just imagine like some guy who's like working some really hard construction jobs, been chewing those tobacco pouches his whole life, and then like on his way to work that day, just tried one of those, and then slips one in while he's running a jackhammer or something, and then that shit starts going on. You know, I can I can just see all kinds of just bad scenarios with that.
Oh,
So,
sorry, I jackhammered away the foundation of the new building. Oopsie.
sorry guys, it was my new dip.
Was liking the beat of the jackhammer.
Build.
When did you build that wall over there? Yeah, I had Bob the Builder in my head, and I started building.
Yeah. It's like, sir, you were supposed to build an office building. You made a roller coaster. It's my dip.
You'd be best to find a goat to sacrifice to the vape gods during the eclipse tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a big thing, and it's passing over like my area. Like my area is one of the a big tourist area. Our town is flooded with people right now. They started coming in on like Thursday or Friday, and get traffic's just mad because everybody's coming here from all over because it's going to be a good eclipse area. So total blackout.
Nothing to do with vaping here, but what are your opinions on electric cars? They are stealing my batteries because they are filled with 21700s and 18650s.
Are they really?
Yeah, the batteries of those cars that are 18650s or 21700s in there. Yeah, for
I
sure.
didn't know that. No shit. Huh.
But if they are in an accident and they caught fire, the electric car, you ever see what that? They cannot put out the fire because of all the lithium that is fired up. Then the asphalt, they have to remove the asphalt completely and then put a new asphalt in there because the total car is melted with the asphalt when they caught fire.
No, Vic, it's safer than gas.
Yeah, but
That's
when you pull it
safer,
out, the asphalt
right?
is okay.
Yeah.
I've seen one in
Uh,
those Teslas, those dual motor ones. Those things are fast. It was like one time I was a customer. I was still driving a garbage truck back then, and then next to our customer where we emptied the bin for was company trash that we do. There was like this new. It was just released back then, and we are looking into the car. And hey, come on, we do a drive, and then we sit in the car, and he pedaled the gas, and it was faster than any roller coaster I have been in before. And he's like,
huh.
going really fast. Like, yeah, it's below 50% now, the battery, so it's giving me less power. Well, I had to sit down for 50 minutes after that drive because I was nauseous. Yeah, it goes really fast because for an electric motor to like a gasoline motor has to make some force and build it up before you get that acceleration. And with an electric car, it's instantly, the engine
Yeah.
gives, it's on or off, right? Like that.
Like a
It's
bullet
crazy.
out of a gun.
Yeah. But there's a limit on the mileage you get, with one charge, like 300, 400 kilometers.
Yeah.
So going for a 6-hour drive, you have to charge a couple times.
Yeah.
That's the big downside of that, and it doesn't make any sound. The car engine sounds. I really love that.
Well, yeah, and also that's kind of a safety thing. If I get ran over, I at least want to hear the guy coming. You know, so maybe I've got an opportunity to hop out of the way.
No safer than gas. Electric car will destroy multi-story car parks. Yeah,
Yeah,
and then if you're on the top store and it starts it caught fire, it will melt its way all the floors down, I guess.
yeah, I think it's another one of those things to where they can be super super dangerous if something goes wrong with those things.
Anyway,
Out here where I live, they're not really. You don't see where I live. You don't see any of them because there's nowhere to charge them. I live way out in the country. You'd have to go. You'd have to plan out everywhere you would go here because I only know of one place around that you can charge one. What was Bong saying? I missed it.
disposable that you need to respond to him. But we responded to him. We said hi to him, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not
Yeah,
seeing it.
Yeah, and I haven't seen him in a little while now. Do you fear having your car system hacked because it's electric connected to a system? Yeah, and those cars can drive by themselves, right? So if somebody hacks your car, you're toast.
That'd be terrible.
We first want to hack Alexa. Very bad.
Yeah.
Well. Alexa, turn off all the lights.
After you connect your smart home device, such as a lamp or TV, you can say things like, turn on the hallway light. You can check the name of the device in the smart home section of
She's
the
giving you the
app.
walkthrough. But yeah, we don't see a lot of the electric cars here. I don't know. I've got mixed opinions on them. They're trying to push that as being like our president in the U.S. wants everybody to be driving one of those within just a few years. And the thing is, they're ridiculously expensive. That's just not going to be affordable for most people. And the infrastructure just is not in place. There's not the charging stations. There's just, it's just, we're not ready to do it yet. And so I think that's still a long, long ways off. And I'm like you, Bick. I like my motors. I like hearing I like an internal combustion engine, So
Let me
can't,
test Alexa again. Alexa, tell us a dad joke. Is she responding?
no, she didn't hear you.
You ask her then.
Alexa, tell us a dad joke.
Your father's cookouts are so popular, the town elected him the gourmayor.
That's awful.
That's a dad joke, isn't it?
Alexa, tell us a mom joke. Nope.
Alexa, tell us your mom joke.
Your mother's so sweet. 9 out of 10 dentists recommend talking to her only in moderation.
Oh my God.
Wow, she went for the G-rated. Well, of course, it would have been funny if she would have just pulled out just a real nasty one, though. Wouldn't that have been hilarious?
Ask her for a nasty joke then.
Alexa, tell me a nasty joke.
Why did the farmer trade cow manure for goat poop?
Why?
It was a dung deal.
What's that?
Oh boy. Now
I think
let's see if she'll
AI
respond.
is nowhere near taking over now, I guess.
Yeah. Now let's see. Siri used to respond to this one. Let's see. Alexa, where can I hide a dead body? Nope. She just
No,
went boom.
they took that out.
When Siri first came out, for like the first few months, if you would ask her that, she would pop up. She would like, well, there are many places. There are metal foundries, dumps, reservoirs, and then it pulled up a menu, and then you could pick. And like, if you picked metal foundries, it would pull up all the nearby ones. So, but then they changed that. Then if you ask her that now, she's like, I used to know the answer to that.
Alexa, is the FBI listening on our conversation?
Alexa, is the FBI listening in?
Amazon takes privacy seriously. For more information and to view Amazon's privacy notice, visit the help section of your Alexa app.
Now, she didn't say no.
No, exactly.
So,
Alexa, you have connections with the KGB. Now she probably gives the same answer then.
Alexa, do you have connections to the KGB?
Are you trying to shop for connections to the KGB?
No.
Okay.
She'll give you the number of the KGB, I guess.
I'm sure she'd do that. But it's all good until my internet goes out, because I replaced, this was real bright. I replaced a few of my switches with just an Alexa thing. So I got to yell at it. So when the internet's not working and she's not listening to me, it's a pain, because a lot of my stuff doesn't turn on the old way anymore. So,
Yeah, I remember that. Then your Wi-Fi was down. You were like in stress. I can't switch anything on or off.
I couldn't do anything. I was, we're starting to become so reliant on this technology, and I did it to myself by putting way too much of it in my home. But oh well.
Maybe Alexa can answer this question here.
Alexa, is Elvis still alive? Alexa, is Elvis still alive?
Elvis Presley died on August 16, 1977 in Memphis, Tennessee, USA at the age of 42 years.
Ooh, 42. Elvis was my age when he died. So if I live just a little bit longer,
Maybe
older
ask
than Elvis.
ask Alexa how many kids Michael Jackson groomed.
She's not going to answer that, Bick. I promise.
Try her.
Alexa, how many kids did Michael Jackson groom?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Michael Jackson had 3 children: Paris, Prince, and Biggie.
No. So I
Only
guess
three?
she's trying to say he groomed his own kids? Is that what she's saying?
Homegrown. Homegrown.
Home groomed. Oh boy. My cats are going crazy. I got this little kitten that She's almost a year old, but she never really got big. She's still this little tiny thing. She gets in everything. She never really started acting not like a kitten either.
But
So she's
that's
still.
it. This is a relevant question for Alexa.
Alexa, is vaping safer than combustible cigarettes?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Ooh.
Ask Alexa how less harmful vaping is compared to cigarettes.
Alexa, how much less harmful is vaping than cigarettes?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, vaping is less harmful than smoking, but it's still not safe. Research suggests vaping is bad for your heart and lungs, and electronic cigarettes are just as addictive as traditional ones.
Not true.
Yeah.
She uses Google, huh?
Well, see, that's the thing with a lot of this stuff is, at least the American stuff, is so many of these companies are just kind of on one side of the political spectrum, and then those answers and stuff that you get follow the narrative of that
Search engine.
side. So,
Yeah.
like with the Google thing, did you hear about that one, Bick? That
What?
Google Gemini, to where it was an AI search engine, but then if you ask it, like, it would change all of the answers to basically like whatever they wanted
You
uh,
to believe?
you to believe. So there was all kinds of incorrect stuff that it was like throwing out, and that was supposed to be their search engine. And they got in a bunch of hot water over it because they were distorting truths. So
Yeah, and
just like when I
everybody
asked
started
her if
using DuckDuckGo or
that one
DuckDuckGo.
question I asked her and she just shut off. It's that kind of thing. Oh, if you ask me the wrong thing, oh, can't talk about that.
Alexa, why are you playing the silent game with me?
Alexa, why are you playing the silent game with me? Not nothing.
She just continues.
She continues.
Alexa, did I do something wrong?
Alexa, did I do something wrong?
I don't know that one.
She's getting she's she's through with this.
She's through with this. Yeah, that's funny. I guess that will conclude the show, I guess, for this week.
We'll go wrap it up. Well, yeah,
yeah.
we're pushing 2 hours now, aren't we? So
10 minutes out of 2 hours. So I want to thank everybody for joining us. We had fun times with Alexa. Alexa, thank you for joining us. And yeah, we had fun. And we had some laughs. We did the vape bar. And yeah, it was an interesting stream. And everybody in the replay also, thank you for watching.
yes.
So I want to say
so much,
bye-bye.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.